Alright everyone, welcome back to another edition of WWE Supercard with Ford of the Pizza Powers. And we are killing this team event. It's gangbusters. We've already got the Dean. That makes a pro for me. It'll be my 15th Ultimate Pro for my males, and it'll be my, well, if you add the four female pros that I now have, which I pro'd Alexa, my RTG deck is looking unstoppable. Actually, I just saw JB's most recent the roulette game that he played for RTG, and I was one of the decks he faced. I did not do that well, so maybe there is still room for improvement. Roman Reigns, this card will not help my deck, but hey, the team it's going to help the team, so that's just going to make everyone improve around me. And Pizza Powers Ho. I'm not going to show you that specifically. There's some chat room going around. But we got Ben, Dan, who has 43 shards. Raza with 34. I think he's done for now, but he was shooting for MVP. They were in a battle, but hey, is what it is. We got Tony B, Gravity with 18 each. Technique and myself both have 15. We got Ben, the owner, with 9. Our newest guy, Raver's Echo, with 8. Heroes picking up. He's got 7. And Big Show Sapa, end of the pack right now with 6. So, particularly enjoy this team. I think we're easily going to get Roman. We might even go for Seth, but I don't think we've ever 3-carded one before. So, yeah. I'm not going to show you the video of it, but I got my King of the Ring reward. Actually, it would be on this side. I got my King of the Ring reward. Natalia, pretty good. Also came with an Elite Bray Wyatt, who was the first card I pulled off the board in Elite tier, but now, while he's a pro, he's not going to make my lineup. I also got my tier pool. Less exciting. That's my 5th ultimate support, and I think the game is weighted to it in terms of pulls in some way, at least towards in my account, in my experience. I know obviously it's probably just bad luck, but I've had Nia Jax, I had Darren Young, both made pros eventually, pulled off the board. The rest, 5 supports. So in my previous King of the Ring, I said that Natalia I had got Natalia. I faced the struggle. He was the only other human in that King of the Ring, and it was a struggle to beat him. So we just kind of like worked it out. Whoever wins game 1 gets the elite card, which is why I got the Bray. And again, it wouldn't have helped either of our decks really. So, but here is one of the King of the Rings from hell right now. I'm 15-5 in 5th place. That's a pretty good record to be in 5th place. We've got this Dodger guy who's 20-0. I believe I could beat him. It'd be a lot of toss-ups. My deck is competitive. As long as I'm awake and energized, I'm doing pretty well, as you can see. But once I go to sleep, it's going to be at least 4 to 5 losses. So we'll see what happens here. I'll probably qualify, and the King of the Rings will be difficult. So who knows if I'll get a pro or not, or even an ultimate card. So hey, it is what it is, though, right? This video is going to be probably a little short. I actually had just tried to record a video, and QuickTime just... So I'm doing this all over again, which is why I'm waiting on a bout here, and I'm going to play this one bout, and we're going to get some points off the board. I don't know if I'm going to pull a shard or not. Probably not. I think I just did. Actually, I pulled 2. It was a Bray Wyatt super rare, and then a super rare Bray Wyatt taunt. So, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get another Bray Wyatt. Why not? You know, hey, the game's giving me Brays. Why am I to complain about it? So, we got the bait card here, common Booker T. Throw it in there in the corner, let them take it, and then you take it right back. And that ensures that you at least have that one card, because that card in the upper left-hand corner cannot be reattacked from any other position. And if you put a secondary card that's pretty strong, like in this case, an Elite Pro and Elite Plus in the team event, they're probably not going to attack it. And if they do, it's probably going to go in your favor. So right now you have 2 probably guarantees. And I got this Brock here I'm going to drop here. You notice like I'm closing almost off so that he can't retake the card back. And that ensures that I get a point, and using a strong card to do so probably guarantees 2 points. So right now I feel like very strong that I'll have 4 points here. And I'll probably just be playing to not have to play games moving ahead. So that's why I'm going to throw this Shane here in the middle. That way I can throw the Rusev wherever, and I'm done. Because I wasn't going to be able to take Sammy, so... I could take Sammy, and then I would hope that he'd go down, but I don't know. I'm taking the easy win. 1 extra pick isn't that big of a deal. I mean, especially ranked, like having rank mode, you get 5 picks for a perfect game. Like this doesn't feel like as fun to clear the board, because it takes just as long as it does if you're just playing wild and ranked. Obviously not wild necessarily, but still, like 4 picks for a win versus 3 picks for a perfect and wild, that's not that much of a difference. So we got a bunch more minutes for that. I'm not going to be able to get another bout in this video, so I'm going to play a little bit of Ultimate Mode with my new deck that I'm toying out right here. I'm training up both the Alexa that you can see and the Nia Jax. The Nia Jax I haven't fed any cards into. It's a level 0 Ultimate Pro. And then I've got the 2 level 50 Ultimate Pros that I just finished that are in my King of the Ring. I got Roman and Rusev. So I'm slowly working on leveling them up. I'm playing with them mostly in ranked because I get at least 4 picks. Even if I lose the tag match with Roman and Rusev or with Nia, I usually pick it up with like playing Goldberg first in a singles match. So, and I'm facing Elite Pros. So I'll probably get 30 trophies for this mode. Money in the Bank's coming up soon. We'll see what happens. I don't know what the cards are going to be. Nobody really does yet. There was a Twitter leak. Reigns and Owens were potentially thrown out as possibilities. If it's Owens, I probably want to get it, but I don't need it. So maybe I just save up all the contracts for the next tier. That's probably the smart move. But I spent a lot of money on this game, so who knows if I do smart moves, right? So it's going to be an easy 3-0 win. Barely got any cards trained up. But hey, I'll take it. It's 5 cards off the board, and if I leave enough that if I take enough off the board, that makes it more likely that the next team game that I play, I'm going to pull a shard. So that's the thing. If you guys don't know, a lot of people do, obviously, but your board for team ring domination is your wild and rank board. So if you whittle that down using Royal Rumble or rank matches, and then you go into your team game, you're more likely to get a pull, maybe a doubler, or or at least a shard for your team to contribute to the card, which is a great way to do it if you don't have a lot of time to contribute. And I was doing this earlier, actually. I was at work, so I didn't want to have to whittle the board down and then go back into the game. So I would just play a game, put things around where I could when the time, whatever, very quickly. And then I would just back out before I make my pick selections, because then I just stored a bunch of picks. And, if I went on a lunch break or something like that, I'd knock out a bunch. I'd get a shard, and then I'd go back to rank mode or wild mode, and then I'd clear the board a little bit and get another shard. So if you don't have a lot of time doing it, you can do stuff like that. That's just a personal preference, really. So you play the game how you like. Like any other game, you just figure out the best way that you want to play it, what makes it most fun for you, and go ahead and do it, as long as it doesn't violate the terms of service or the agreement that you entered when you downloaded and ran the app for the first time or whatever. Have fun with it. If you're still having fun with the game, keep playing it. If you're not, go find something else. There's so many other games out there. There's so much else you could do. You could do hobbies. You could learn a craft, learn a language, learn how to cook, learn how to whatever. But I like this. This is a mindless distraction. It's fun. I like professional wrestling. I'm interested in what HBK and Undertaker are going to do. I'm, a child of the 90s and the late 80s. So those were 2 of the most informative and influential wrestlers for me watching growing up as a WWF baby. Michaels was one of my favorite of all time. I'm not going to tune into the Raw because of them. I was going to watch it either way because I support the roster that they have now. The roster is leaps and bounds above basically anything since shortly after the brand split, especially if you look at SmackDown with the SmackDown 6. So I want to support the product where I can, but it'll be interesting to see what role either of them have to play on this show. They've already done Shawn Michaels and Seth at times, so you figure you maybe pair them up with someone new, give them a rub, maybe even throw them with Goldberg, even, throw them with Owens in some way. I don't know. Same thing with Undertaker. I'm curious what they're going to do. And, I don't know. I've been enjoying, but I've also been, Raw has been leaving me more. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen on Raw. I'm going to tune into it right now, which is why the video is going to be short. So thank you to one of the Pizza Paris for kicking ass, taking names, chewing bubblegum, and they were all out of bubblegum. So, keep tapping away. As long as you have fun, keep on doing you. And thanks again.